Hello, everyone. We are back again with another exclusive podcast series. IIJS Premiere 2023 at two venues concurrently at Geo World Convention Center from 3rd to 7th of August and from 4th to 8th of August at Bombay Exhibition Center in Mumbai. Ladies and gentlemen, rooted in southern elegance, sublimely flanked by tradition, sacredness, sophistication, and strong relationship, Vummidi Bangaru Jewellers have been the forefront of quality, design, innovation in the jewelry space since they opened their doors for the public at the heart of Chennai in 1900. And Mr. Amar Vummidi is an energetic personality who have transformed the company to the current successful state and achieved an excellence in the jewelry retail business. I'm honored and privileged to welcome Mr. Amar Vummidi, Managing Partner, Vummidi Bangaru Jewellers. Hello, Amarji. I welcome you today at SVAR Podcast Series. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Mr. Amar Sharma, for having me here. I'm very fine. Hope the same with you.
Lovely. Mr. Amar, can you share your story behind Vummidi Bangaru Jewellers and its rich legacy in jewelry industry?
I'd like to start from 1900. That's when my great-grandfather started the organization. It was a humble beginning from a border village between Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. It's called Gudiyatam. He and his three sons set out to make jewelry. It started with selling jewelry only at the temples. South is a very rich tradition of having good days and non-auspicious days. So they would go to the temples on auspicious days, take their box, a trunk. So now we call them trunk shows because they literally had a trunk show at that time. So go to the temples carrying the trunk and keep somewhere close by to the temple, and you want to pierce their ears and pierce their nose. That's when they used to sell. That's the way they started. Okay. The business used to be only for 8 to 10 days in a month, and the rest of the days you actually go back to manufacture the jewelry themselves. All right. So that's how it began, and then slowly he saw an opportunity in Chennai. That time it was called the Madras province. And Madras was the capital for the entire four states in South. All right. So he saw an opportunity there, and he moved to Madras, and he set up a showroom in what, like every big city in India has got the old. It was again what to say, a hands-on approach by him. So he had the showroom in the front. He had his house in the middle portion. Okay. And at the back, he had his workshop. His three sons, his daughter-in-laws, his grandchildren, everybody stayed there. Okay. So it was a joint family. And that's the way it has been in a joint family, HUF, actually how he ran the business. From there, he expanded the business, went slightly 2 streets away outside, started one more showroom there, which was famously called the corner showroom. And now also people remember that as a corner showroom because it was a corner of a building. Okay. And Spencer's, it's a plaza, it's a mall. Okay. It was run by Spencer's and Company. So he opened a store there. And even before that, they opened a store. It is called the biggest retail hub in South India, which is Usman Road. It was the first showroom for jewelry in that space too. Okay. So in a lot of ways, he had a vision, and he led by his vision and his able three sons, which is my grandfathers. One thing that stuck with him was his ability to manufacture jewelry and then sell it. That was his core competence, and also his steadfast in making sure that he always delivered the right quality, and that's what gave us our name. The recent fame of the Sengol also has come because of that. Year 1947, it's already 47 years of his work. And people started always know him for his quality and for his integrity. And that's the same reason why although there are hundreds of jewelers all over the country and hundreds of jewelers even in Chennai also, even at that point of time, they decided to choose to make this historic piece.
Of course.
So then after that is people known as the brand has grown from strength to strength. The recognition of the Sengol is only testament to what we have all these years. While we have done a lot more iconic pieces, but this because of our honorable Prime Minister taken to the next level.
Exactly.
And that is the way he's placed it and the way he's respected this Sengol is taken even our work and to the next level.
Of course, yes. So, Amarji, what sets Vummidi Bangaru Jewellers apart from any other jeweler brands?
First and foremost is we have always maintained that we need to always manufacture what we sell. Even currently, we produce from 70 to 80% of all that we sell. While outsourcing is an integral part of our jewelry industry, while we also buy jewelry, but most of our exclusive pieces, most of our important pieces are always manufactured by us. It was briefly during the Gold Control Act while we had to shut down most of our manufacturing and our factories. Everybody in the industry knows this. After which we again, past 20-25 years, we again restarted all our manufacturing processes. And then we've continued to do what our grandfather has taught us.
And could you elaborate on the significance of Sengol, the elements of the Indian pride of Vummidi Bangaru Jewellers, and how does it reflect the brand unique identity?
Okay. See, the Sengol itself stands for a just rule. So it goes down in Tamil tradition that one ruler hands over the Sengol to the next ruler, only to remind the next ruler that the previous ruler and the rulers before him had ruled this land with justice. So when something of such great significance is given to him, it immediately gives him a sense of responsibility. So it's just not a staff or a stick where you give it. So it's all about the importance that we throw on to that Sengol, and then it assumes a larger than life role, and it signifies what it stands for. In terms of what goes into a Sengol, the Adinam, the mutt, the Shaivite mutt had given us the significance and told us what is to be put onto on the top, the Nandi, the Lakshmi, and the staff, what design it should have, the size of the Sengol, the shape of the Sengol. All of this was given to us by the Adinam. While the Adinam is pretty good in the scriptures and they have gone through all of the scriptures and then given us the essence of how a Sengol should be made, our job was only to execute the Sengol and give it back to them.
All right. And how do Vummidi Bangaru Jewellers maintain a balance between preserving traditional jewelry making techniques and embracing contemporary styles?
In India, it's still jewelry is still handmade and employed lakhs of people. The techniques, what they used to do, as was done before, the advent of new technologies helped us to make it much faster with 3D printing and CAD CAMs and all of these things which everybody is aware of has helped and laser soldering and all of these things has helped jewelry manufacturing to be much more precise and also helped us to reduce our cost of production. But in terms of the techniques, I think we are still, if you have to do repose work or the Nakshi work, you have to do it by hand. And you can only get a certain amount of that in a die. But if you want real fine finesse, you have to still go back to the handwork made jewelry. So while a lot of techniques, but the actual way of doing it is really not changed. So we as traditional jewelers still follow all of those techniques. We make sure that the same standards are followed in terms we don't cut any processes so that we can reduce our costs. So all of these processes are maintained.
Right. And Amarji, how do your brand contribute to the promotion and preservation of Indian rich jewelry heritage and culture?
By making fine jewelry and satisfying our women folk, because end of the day they demand and they drive the market. If and then luckily for us, our Indians are still in the way they dress and the way the jewelry that they wear, so they still demand the finest and the best crafted Indian jewelry, and that's something that we need to be proud of. Although men per se have changed to pant and shirt and coats and suits, but still our women have, are still traditional. They still wear the sari, but they still wear it fully, and they still also, complement with fine jewelry.
Absolutely, yes. And if I may ask you, can you discuss any innovations or trends that Vummidi Bangaru Jewellers anticipate will shape the future of jewelry industry?
AI is one trend where we are seeing there will be a lot of potential, where we could probably see a client itself can probably design a piece of jewelry that she wants, or an engagement ring that he or she wants to make. At a voice command, you can get prompts to design jewelry for you. I think we're not too far off from even prompts to give you an STL file also. And once you have an STL file, then you can 3D print it, and then 3D printing you can cast it. So I think we are not too far off from those times where a prompt will start giving you a design, and then from the design it will move towards casting, and then you only need a jeweler finally to finish it up for you, and then fit it and polish and set the right stones for you and give it to you. So we see a huge potential in AI. Also, in terms of most of the technologies where are possible, where people use latest techniques of. In fact, laser soldering is one technique which has solved a lot of problems where traditional soldering methods were not able to do it. So laser tech solderings have done. So technology has really helped us to go forward in wherever we are seeing, and we believe in embracing the latest technology, whether it be an ERP or AI or whatever is going to happen in the future. Just like most of India is excited with technology, and most Indians are techno freaks. They love technology. They love to handle technology. They love new technology. So is our company too.
Okay, fantastic. And Amarji, as you know, IIJS is just around the corner. Could you please share any of your journey at IIJS, which is organized by GJEPC? How has IIJS contributed to your brand?
I have been going to IIJS for a very long time now. I think, as far as I remember, I've seen it from a small show to a massive show. What now? And I've seen it grow from strength to strength. Every year, it only becomes better. The shows are better organized. The booths are better. Everybody does far better. It only goes to show that there's so much more business happening there. If I'm having lesser business than last time, I would not be putting up a grander show or a bigger stall in the place. So all of this goes to show that it's surely helping the business. And for our brand, we have helped to see a lot more suppliers. And now IIJS also has become a meeting point of all jewelers. So jewelers from all India, we meet. There are so many points that we discuss together while we're having breakfast or while we're at the show. So it's just not only the show. It's become an ecosystem around the show also, where you are able to meet and greet all your jeweler friends. Tell me one opportunity where the best of the best of from all jewelers come and meet at one point of one place, and we can actually have a discussion.
Yes.
So you have industry bodies, we have manufacturers, we have wholesalers, we have retailers. I mean, the entire line is there. The supply chain is there, and that's the best to meet, iron out problems too. So IIJS has played a huge role in shaping our business.
Lovely. And as you rightly mentioned, IIJS is just getting bigger and better. So this year, the latest venue for IIJS is also Geo World Convention Center, which is in Mumbai. How do you see what venue enhanced going to be for the overall experience for exhibitors and attendees? And as per you, what are some advantages of this venue as per you?
I was there at the last show where it was in Geo. I must tell you, it's a fantastic location. Go for these shows because while we attend a lot of shows internationally, the venue is of international standards. So we have the best of amenities. So the parking is there. There is so many facilities. I mean, the look and feel, the interior, the ambience itself is so good that you feel elated when you walk into to the Geo Convention Center. So we are very happy to have IIJS at the Geo Convention Center because we were actually looking forward. Not that the whole place was bad, but it lacked a lot of infrastructure issues. Needless to say, it rains. When it rains in Bombay, it pours in Bombay. And so all these things could be taken care of this new place. And most importantly, there's, when you have international buyers coming in, there should be some pride in showcasing our capability also. I think Geo does all of that.
Right. And what are the future plans or initiatives that Vummidi Bangaru Jewellers have in store to continue its growth and success in the jewelry industry?
We have a pretty aggressive plan. We are opening a store in the US this year.
Okay.
And next year, we should be opening 3 or 4 more stores in India.
All right.
We are, every business house is a part of the India growth story. And we also believe in the India growth story. And so we are also pretty aggressive in terms of our expansion plans. And jewelry is a tradition, it's not a fashion for Indians. So as long as we follow our tradition, I think jewelry will be sold.
And Vishal, any message for the industry you would like to give for the upcoming IIJS Premiere Show 2023?
The message is, I think our government is really trying hard to everybody under one roof, which is to get legit about. There is a lot of mistrust. So I would only request our entire industry to come forward and say no to anything which is wrong and which is to the laws of our country. So I think this will give a lot of pride to us, and also the government will on our industry.
Okay. All right. Well, Amarji, with this, we come to an end to this interactive session. It was really nice talking to you and knowing your brand better. We wish you and your entire team all the very best, and many congratulations for your expansion plan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amitji, for having me here. And to all the viewers, happy IIJS and happy buying and happy selling.
Lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back soon with more such interesting conversation with the dynamic personality of our gems and jewelry industry. I am Amar Sharma, sign off. Take care. God bless. I want to take this opportunity to invite all the buyers of gems and jewelry industry for upcoming mega show IIJS Premiere 2023, organized by Gems and Jewelry Export Promotion Council of India at 2 stunning venues, Geo World Convention Center from 3rd to 7th of August and Bombay Exhibition Center from 4th to 8th of August in Mumbai. With 1,900 plus exhibitors and 3,250 booths showcasing the finest jewelry collections. More than 45,000 confirmed buyers will be visiting the show from India and across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, do not miss out the opportunity. Registrations are going on in full swing, so make sure you register today. Scan the QR code displayed on the screen to get registered and be a part of this mega show. I, Amar Sharma, on behalf of SVAR Media, welcome you all to IIJS, where business happens.